Splasher is a new action platformer out today, February 7th by Splash Team, a studio led by a couple guys who worked on the Rayman games during their tenure at Ubisoft. It's pretty much a mashup of Splatoon, Super Meat Boy, and the Rayman games, so here's a quick review on Splasher. The Splashers, a group of peaceful paint workers, are being led to their doom by the evil Incorp Mega Factory. It's up to you to strap on a super-powered paint cannon to run after the villain and save your friends. Splasher is split up into 22 speedrunning levels connected by a playground hub called Incorp Hall, and you'll need to progress through the game, collect points, and unlock each door as you go through it. And me being an average player, I was able to complete each level in about 5 minutes, plus or minus 1 minute depending on deaths. You have 3 objectives in Splasher: get to the end of each stage, save your worker friends, and collect as many points as you can, represented by yellow liquidy goo. The main gameplay feature of Splasher is the paint and water system, red, yellow, and blue. Red paint makes you sticky to surfaces and objects and makes you climb walls, yellow paint lets you launch yourself and bounce around like you're on a trampoline, and the blue cannon offers you a defense against enemies and the ability to move gears and switches by spraying them with water. The levels are designed in such a way that you'll need to constantly flip-flop between paints and the water as you traverse stages, kill enemies, and avoid those classic insta-death poison pits. It's really fun, it's very fast, but unlike Super Meat Boy, Splasher is much more forgiving. Checkpoints are quite liberal. If you die, you res instantly and you never feel like you've lost much ground. Some of the levels are easy, some are pretty hard, and some have unique environmental effects such as a wind mechanic that pushes you forward, a tripwire mechanic that blows you up if you stand still, and stages where you'll be chased down by flooding toxic poison. The wind level is particularly cool and effective in the way that it affects the platforms, requiring you to manipulate your movements and jumps to slow or speed yourself up to make sure you make it through each section. You'll find that enemies need to be killed also, but platforming takes priority here. That's because Splasher was designed as a speed-running game and has various modes to support it, such as several speedrunning and time attack modes that supplement the main campaign. Splasher runs at a breezy 60 frames per second with 0 issues or slowdown. The game definitely looks good. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's pretty decent eye candy. The world of Splasher exists in a factory. Yellow liquid goo replaces stars for collectibles, razor saws, lasers, and poison are used instead of the usual culprits we see in many other side-scrollers like spike traps or empty pitfalls. It's cool that all the environmental arts are tied to the theme of the game, this factory machine kind of vibe. It's pretty cool. With that said though, I would like to see more lively animation in the game as a whole. The main character is a little bit lifeless. Water shoots out of your gun without any kick from the gun itself, and the background art is not as poppin' as I want it to be. But the music in Splasher is really cool, however. It's a nice mix of synthetic party tunes. However, they are short and hence have to be looped over and over, so you'll definitely notice it when the track kicks itself over and repeats. It's not a huge thing, but definitely worth noting. Splasher is a fun game, controls well, and has a really fun art style. This game will appeal to both speedrunners and the casual market, I think, although I question its longevity with only 22 levels. In the end, Splasher is a really fun, low-budget couch game for the indie platformer fan out there. For 15 bucks, I think it's pretty easy to recommend. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, by all means hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more reviews because I got at least 3 or 4 more coming in February. So you guys have a kick-ass day and we'll see you then.